we got a problem.
No, but that's how far back. I mean, we go way back. So me and Battle Troll go way back, and we drug this introduction like way long.
Sorry,
but
no, sorry. That's pretty much our show, folks.
It's pretty much our show. You know, we got. But it's just we got a lot of. Yeah, I know. I got timer on here. But it's one of those things like we got a lot of history together, and it's funny because we've been through we've known each other since before heavy combat and after heavy combat, and actually like living through the rigmarole of war, and being there. Like, I've seen him, you know, in the middle of shit, you know, we're engaging stuff and doing stuff, and he's seeing me freaking engaging bad guys, and there's a unique bond there that forms that's unbreakable. And we could not talk for years. And
we went, what, 10 years without talking?
Yeah, like emails and stuff like that, like just like occasional emails. And
then he called me out of the blue one day. I didn't even still have my number.
Yeah.
And he just said, "Hey, I'm coming for a job interview in Dallas. Can you help me out?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So I drove up to Dallas, picked him up, drove all the way back to Gatesville.
Yeah.
And then it's like, "Hey, I know somebody."
Yeah, I stayed. So I just stayed here and said, "The hell with Dallas." But it's one of those things that it's unbreakable. I mean, I talk to a bunch of guys every now and then. It's like my home is open, you know, whenever they, you know, anybody, there's no questions asked. But it's a lot of years and a lot of trials, tribulations, you know, a lot of tests of not only manhood, but just you know, just you in general, you know, because we've seen a lot of our guys freaking get consumed by their demons and stuff like that, and then we just kind of dealt with ours differently, you know. So but yeah, so we've put pretty much most of our really close, tight group of friends on the podcast. We had Red Coat, which is a real close friend of ours. You had Farmer, super close friend. You know, we did that campaign thing for Rob, who's also a close friend of ours. You know, and Battle Troll is kind of like one of the last ones. We still got a couple on the fringes there that we want to bring in on a one-on-one basis, but you're trying to get the core of friends to just kind of get a glimpse of what the crew kind of looks like and what our demographics are, more or less, and we're all pretty much like-minded individuals for the most part, open-minded to a lot of ideas and things, and we all come from different walks of life, man, and it's just it's funny how that all comes together, and many years later, like, he's known me since I was a teenager, and now I'm an old dude with bad knees and bad back. So it's funny, like, I see his son come from a little peanut, which is the last time I saw him, and then freaking now he's graduating college.
You brought my brother-in-law for the delivery.
Yeah.
So now he's graduating college. What the fuck?
Yeah, so it's one of those things, like, we go that far back, you know. Time flies, man. So, which is why this podcast, one of the reasons why this podcast exists, and what I like doing this little episodes and little snippets with our friends. So when it's all said and done, when the Lord comes knocking on our door, we will always have this little period here of in time, you know, this little time capsule here where we can freaking sit back and watch each other laugh and talk about stuff and tell war stories or whatever, and just be like, man, yeah, that's how I remember that cat, you know what I mean? So,
and I'm wondering
what?
I'm wondering which, because both of y'all got kids that are grown. I'm wondering which one of you is going to become a grandpa first. 'Cause he already looks the part.
Oh, thanks.
But
it's not a fucking race. It's not a fucking race.
I'm not pushing that one. No. Whenever it happens, it'll happen. I ain't pushing that.
Yeah, I mean, but
viewers and listeners, we're taking bets.
No, don't take. Don't.
No.